Good morning, guys. So we're starting off with this gluten-free wrap with our tomatoes, our eggs, some extra sharp cheddar cheese, salt and pepper, and some shredded lettuce. So let's get this day started. Look at this. This is what Bruce just brought in. He just picked this morning, and by this afternoon it'll be more ready because they usually turn in the sun a lot. So the more sun they're exposed to, the more they seem to turn. Oh, exciting. I'm gonna start off with cutting up this pork loin and get that ready for the Presto digital precise pressure canner. So I had to get the table cleaned off, so I started packing up the stuff for the camping trip. So I've got right now all these drinks, but I will be going back for more, and the snacks in here, and so it looks pretty good. So I think now we're gonna go ahead and start with the next stack. Get the muscle man.
Where's he at?
Oh, he's here.
I got many hats today. Many hats today.
Don't we all?
I'm getting ready to work at my pet grooming business. Huh?
Yeah. All right, so that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you how we were packing up the crate. Guys, so there we have the next box and got the old percolator in there. All right, so guys, Cooper.
I'm going back to sleep if I'm Cooper.
Oh my gosh, my brain is not working today again. It's like, okay, so Bruce is cutting up the pork. The tomatoes are waiting for us. And now I'm cutting up some of the peppers that I picked Sunday. And this is gonna be going in the pork for the jars. So let's get this doing. Okay guys, so now we're gonna go ahead, and I've already cut up the peppers and some more peppers over here. These little skinny ones are the kerbachis that I grew. They're sweet, delicious. I got the California Wonders, and I got some regular bell peppers, and I also had the blot peppers, and these all I grew. And then these are the onions, and then I had a little bit of our garlic left, and as you can see, this was the last few cloves I had, so that's all I'll be having. So I've got the pork, and so what I'll be doing with this pork is we'll be using this for like pork carnitas, some other dishes like you just want to throw together, anything to make it easy. And I'm freezing right now for some reason, but once I get started, we'll go ahead and I'll be warming up. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I've got 5 jars here, but I'm going to have 7. These are the 1.5 pints, and you're going to want to put in 1 teaspoon of salt. And then the best thing to do is just throw in your, this is a raw pack. So, but the jars are hot. And I just put in however a little bit here. I just like to roughly cut a couple cloves of garlic pieces, should I say. And now go ahead and we're going to be filling in up to about 1 inch headspace, but we're going to have to account a little bit for the fat. There will be no liquid. And if you want to put a little bit of pepper or any type of seasoning, you can go ahead and do that too. Even like some crushed red pepper, just for extra flavor. But we also will sometimes dump this out, and we'll just use it with some rice. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. But of course, we love rice. We can eat rice with every meal. Different types. So And if you don't like touching it, you could use some gloves. The little cooking gloves. Not cooking gloves, kitchen. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get these as much as I can get packed in to make sure that, get my hands washed and pushed down. Looks about right. And looks like I'm just exactly gonna have enough here. Let me go ahead. All right, I'll bring you back when I've got the jars pulled down. Okay guys, now I have all the jars packed, all 7 of the 1.5 pints. Each one of them have been pushed down and got as much air out as possible. And I'm now ready to put the lids on, and they look delicious. So they're gonna get the lids in now. That's really it. All I gotta tell you right now. Get the lids on, and then we're gonna put them in the canner. You wanna just do finger tight, not too tight. Clean the rims off really good. And I have my rings and flats over here in the hot water. And I'm putting them right into the canner. The canner is filled to the water line that's inside of there. And also it has 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. So I'm excited about this. Dusty's already said, oh, that looks bussin'. So this was some rice, a good meal. Okay. Okay guys, so now it's all packed in. Remember, the water is at the minimum fill line, and I have the 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. We are going to go ahead and put the lid on, which is over on the table. The vent and regulator is off now at this time. And you don't have to really close it all off and everything, because it would normally be ready to just warm the jars. But I am going to go ahead and start. And this is your timer. And this is an important part, because we're gonna need to go to 90 pounds, not 90 pounds, 90 minutes at the 10 pounds of pressure. And that's where I need to be, because like I told you in one of the other videos, I forgot the time, to set the time, because I saw the 10 and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so, and then this is where you would insert your jars, which we already did. And this is where it's gonna be warm in the jars. So this is where I'm skipping this step, but basically I have to still let it warm up and do its thing. But I don't really need to warm my jars. I already had warmed the jars up in the oven. And that was a raw pack also. And see, it still has to go through the warming cycle. So I think what's left here, I think I'm gonna go throw it out there on the Blackstone. I just wanted to tell you that that was a 7.97, so basically 8-pound pork tenderloin that went into those, and you saw what was left, and now ready for the Blackstone. So here I go. Just came in from watering all the plants in the high tunnel for me, because if it rained a lot this weekend, which we have been getting tons of rain, which is so unlikely for this time of year for us. But anyways, he picked more tomatoes, which most of these, like this one I could can today for sure, but most of the rest of them, they will have to wait until next week, or they'll just be for a sandwich or a wrap the rest of the week. But these right here, these are the white tomasols. So they'll be able to can too because they're nice and soft. So not only that, I have all those too today. So here we go. Okay guys, so we're already there at the filled jars, which we've already filled the jars. So remember, we're going on to the next stage. So now we're gonna heat up. And then once it gets to the heat, we're gonna put our regulator on. Okay guys, so you see what I did? Got that yummy stuff cooking on the grill that was left over. It still hasn't come up to temperature yet to put the regulator on, but I am going to show you, I'm going to be using the Hamtown Spicery Applewood Smoked Gourmet Sea Sauce on this pork. Yum! So I just came in from cooking and look where we are. So now it's going to count down, and then once it counts down, that will be releasing all the steam. We're for the 10 minutes, which it's already started, which you can see the steam is up, way up. And now we're gonna be going, and they'll put the regulator on next. Okay, so now we are ready to put the regulator on, and you just wanna always make sure you put it on the can button where the direction is so that it's not venting. And now we're waiting on the little pipe to come up. And it is on. We're going to press there. All right, so Bruce wants me to go over here to finish off making these fajitas that we. Okay, the pipe is up. The timer will now begin. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you. Look here, we're almost to the end of the cool stage. The vent pipe is still up. And the regulator is still on because we haven't cooled all the way. And I have now cut up all this, that's cucumbers and green peppers, and I'm getting ready to do the onions for my pickle relish. So that's gonna be ready for tomorrow. And then I've got, those tomatoes aren't ready to be canned. And that's the driveway alarm. And here we go with what I've got in here right now for the tomatoes. And I've only got a few more left to peel. And we will then be ready to do the pressure can, the freeze dryer for the some more peppers and onions. So we can put those in our eggs. Woohoo! All right, guys, look at that. We're down to 6 minutes. And looky there. The vent pipe is down. Woo! Hey, now we are done. So we're gonna go ahead, and I always go ahead and lift this off just to be on the safe side. I see that the vent pipe is down, and you wanna go ahead and turn this here. And we wanna go ahead and hit this button. And now you know it's done. Hit that X and hold it for 3 seconds. And push the lever back. Turn. Ta-da! Oh, and it smells really good too. Really, really good. And let me get out my jar lifters. Sorry about that. I might have took y'all for a ride. Guess, look at that.
Wow. That looks really good.
All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and get them and put them out on a towel. So, already starting to pop. So we got 9 quarts going in the first canner. Hey guys, so I'm going now for my second set today. This is Succotash, as I call it. I'm sure that's what everybody else calls it too. Lima beans, corn, and those tomatoes that we just canned today, but we didn't finish canning them. We made it into Succotash. So now this makes 89.5 quarts of canned tomatoes this year. That's right now running over here. And we have some time, the timer is still going on this. But I'm gonna go ahead and Bruce is now cutting the onions up for me for the
Relish.
yes, thank you, the relish. Alright guys, I just wanted to close out the video for today. I'm getting ready to go over now and put the peppers in the freeze dryer, but there was 9 quarts of tomatoes done, 7.5 pints, no, pint and a halves, let me get this all right, I'm really tired, of the pork and onions and peppers, and then I did 7 pints of the succotash with the tomatoes that were left over that I could have finished more quarts, but I decided to go ahead and do the butter beans and put the corn in with it, and now I am going over to do the freeze dryer, put the peppers in, and go to bed. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. Bye.